Hello. Welcome to studentlearning.in, your e-learning buddy. Welcome back to our channel, guys. If you are new to this channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to join the family.
Today I am going to explain basic introduction of big data. So the agenda of today's session is based on the introduction of big data, the hardware requirement of big data, software requirement of big data, source of big data, forms of big data, application of big data, 5 B's of big data, and last one is big data analytics. So first I am going to explain what you think about big data in today's life. So big data is a systematic manner of handling huge amount of data as well as managing data when created at high speed. So we can say that the bulky data also requires system like any other, and hence a system called big data has been formed to catch, store and analyze them effectively. This is the proper definitions of big data, or we can say big data are divided into multiple parts, like big data equal to structured data plus semi-structured data plus unstructured data. Structured data is form of tabular form, semi-structured data in the form of XML type of data, and unstructured form, that means unstructured data might be in the form of image and video kind of data. Or we can say in terms of this part, big data is an evolving term that describes an voluminous amount of structured, semi-structured and unstructured data that has the potential to be mined for the information. So this is the perfect flow of structured kind of data plus semi-structured kind of data or unstructured kind of data. Next is very important aspect in terms of hardware requirement of big data. So in terms of big data, there is a requirement in Intel Core 2 Duo or Quad, Hexa, Octa or higher end 64-bit processor PC or laptop, and minimum operating system frequency it should be 2.5 GHz. The hard disk capacity might be 1 to 4 TB and the RAM 64 to 512 GB minimum, and 10 gigabit Ethernet or bonded gigabit Ethernet card. This is the hardware requirement of big data. Now come to the software requirement of big data. So in terms of big data, there is 3 open source available in the markets like Cloudera, Java, Hadoop, Tej, Hive, HBase, Spark, and there is a lot of package available in the market in terms of Bash, FindUtils, CoreUtils, Grep, Tar, Zip and Python. So next is very important aspect, that is source of big data. So there is a lot of source in big data like social media. Social media means like Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp. These are very familiar source of big data in terms of social media. And there is a lot of source of transport data. Transport data means in terms of all transportation kind of data is directly or indirectly linked to big data. Another is black box type of data. Black box type of data means it's an airline kind of data. And next one is stock exchange. Stock exchange type of data means all the variables or invariables function of stock exchange that is depend on big data. Next is forms of big data. There is 2 forms of big data, that is structured data and second one is unstructured data. I already explained in my previous slide in terms of structure or unstructured. So you can see in the diagram in terms of structured data it should be in the form of a tabular form, but in unstructured form in the form of like in the PDM form, sometimes it's a video form, sometimes it's audio form, and sometimes like all social media type of data. That means it can be videos, photos and SMS is a unstructured type of data. Next, there is another very important aspect, that is area of big data. So there is lot of areas of big data in terms of like in today's era, like education, banking, government, telecommunication, finance, healthcare, manufacturing, marketing and agriculture. These are key areas of big data in today's era, and this is a very important aspect of big data. That means there is 5 very popular V's of big data, like volume, variety, velocity, veracity and volume. Volume means the amount of data, that means a huge amount of data that is related to volume. That is, second one is variety. Variety means the type of data. Sometimes your data is the form of a structured form, sometimes unstructured form and sometimes semi-structured form. This kind of data is belong to variety. Velocity is directly linked to speed of data. Next is veracity. Veracity means the degree of which big data can be trusted. And last one is value. That means the value of data. That means the business value of data collected. That means what is the value of your organized and semi-organized data. That is a main important aspect of 5Bs. Last is very important, like big data analytics. So there is a lot of form in terms of big data analytics. Like in terms of healthcare, there is a near about 11% share of healthcare in terms of big data. Like consumer, it's a 9% share of consumer in big data. Energy, there is a 8% share of energy in terms of big data. Manufacturing, there is again 8% share of manufacturing industry. Technology is near about 14% share of technology in big data. And banking, there is a lot of much more, like 43% share of banking in terms of big data. This is all about basic introduction of big data.
Thank you so much for watching. Please leave your questions in the comment section down below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Student Learning. Check out more courses from us and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, basically everywhere. The link is always in the description. We will be back with more lectures. Stay tuned and have a good day. Bye.